Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Boston Beast 31, and today I'm coming at you with a new series. And you can see there on the thumbnail it is the Nottingham Forest Football Club based in Nottinghamshire, England. And today we are just doing the intro part of the series and potentially playing our first match if you guys are interested. But don't forget to hit the like button, comment below what you guys are most excited to see in this series. But most importantly, subscribe if you have not already. And with all that said, let's get right into the video. So as you can see there on the screen, there is our manager, and it's going to be me, aka Boston Beast 31, Weston Taylor at the helm in charge of Nottingham Forest. So with all that said, let's hit advance, and we'll choose an authentic club, and we will be choosing Nottingham Forest. Now, as it says, founded in 1865 by a group of Nottingham-based shiny players on a Shakespeare street, the club played its first official home football match 1 year later against Notts County. They've been crowned champions at least one time and have won the domestic cup on 2 occasions. Nottingham Forest secured the first division title in 77 to 78, just 1 year after gaining promotion. The club surprised and delighted supporters by winning back-to-back European Cups in 78-79 season and the 79 to 80 season as well. And there's all the ground rules and everything, and we will turn off the transfer window for this first summer because we are doing the latest update on rosters, European competitions. That's where our 3 goals come into play, but more on that in the next little bit. We will up it to 10 minutes for a half, and yeah, now Nottingham Forest has their stadium in the game for FIFA 23, and I think that's going to do it here for us right now. And so I think we're going to have a little press conference here. And now let's go ahead and save it. Let's go ahead and save this file so I do not override one that I'm doing off camera, so I do not get them mixed up. Alright, now we got our introductory press conference here. The new manager of Nottingham FC. Alright, now let's go ahead and select one of our pre-season tournament invites. And this is going to be challenging, but we can be with some of those clubs there in the top left corner. Of either one of these 3, we could play against some Spanish teams, some German teams, and that one. And that is the most difficult, but we get the most money. Here we got some, maybe like some more German clubs and some Italian clubs in there as well. That's the least amount of money. So I think what we're going to do this European International Cup. So yeah, that's going to do it for me right now. And I'll catch you all in the next little bit. As you can see there on the screen right now, we have some goals that we want to accomplish. I won't bore you to death, but you can see it there on the screen. And I'm trying to figure out how the best solution would be to do this series so it won't bore you all to death. So let me hop over here to the office page, and that'll pull up how it'll look for you all whenever everything gets started with this series. So we're going to definitely play these. We're probably going to play against Wolfsburg on the 30th. And then we'll play some key matches here and there. So we'll do the Tottenham game, that's on the road. We'll play against Liverpool. And then we'll play against Chelsea. So like we'll probably do 1 game a month on camera. And then the rest we'll do, like here we play Man U. And then we also play Wolverhampton. So we'll probably play 2 games in December. And then just go from there. So maybe 1 game or 2 games a month. And then the rest will just be training and getting this team better in the long run. So I'll catch you all when I'm at either the team page or whatever I feel is deemed appropriate. Alright, we will not be playing this match against Real Valladolid, or how you say their club name. So let's just do a quick sim and see how things go in our first match. We got beat, which is okay, I think, but again, it's just a friendly, but we can't win all these games, which is going to be very, very tough. Because Wolfsburg just got beat. And now we're going to be playing Hoffenheim, who drew in their last match. So let's play this match against Hoffenheim. At least hopefully we can get a win here. And we got beat again. This time we scored. So for us, it's not looking good right now, but we are attempting to see what the potential is for this club. Can't win every match, like I've said. Let's check the inbox here. Okay, yeah, I know how to do all that. It's not looking good right now. Let's play up against Wolfsburg. I did say we would play this match, but with how everything's going so far, I don't want to bore you all to death, and we got beat once again. That time we got beat 2-1, I think it said. So it doesn't look good. We got things in the inbox. Youth squad. Let's check that out here in the next little bit. We didn't win, but that's okay. And here's our youth academy. I'm going to try and put timestamps in here for you all. Some really good promising players, especially Joey Thomas here from Canada, and then Caio Neves from Brazil. So I'm going to try and just do my best here with this series. I've never done a FIFA series, and it's going to be our first matchup of the series, and it's going to be against Tottenham. We're projected to finish middle of the pack, I would think, so let's check out the standings here, and we are supposed to finish 16th, but it does have Tottenham down there as well. I think there may have been, there's already been one match, and that was Leicester City and Brighton. And so, really, really bright background here on the Premier League page. He's already scouted some players. Okay, so Joe says this next game is so important for our season. Boss, I feel really good, and I'm sure I can do a better job than McKenna if you give me the chance ahead of him. You'll get your chance eventually, but it's going to be very, very challenging. Speaking of the squad, let's go ahead and show you who is going to be up here for us in the starting 11 for our first matchup against Tottenham. Live from the capital of England in London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as the Spurs host against Nottingham Forest. Kickoff and highlights are coming up next here on the channel. Fasten your seatbelts. It should be a very competitive game, or it could be a blowout. Stick around, and I'll talk to you all at the next upcoming highlight. And here we have Tottenham on the break, and they will kind of center it in, and they will. Again, Harry Kane passes it to Son, and Son scores. That's the first goal of the Premier League season as Tottenham strikes first against your Nottingham Forest to make it 1-0 here in the first half of play. It's not looking good here in Tottenham, but potentially we can turn it around here late in the first half. Tottenham is on the attack again as Harry Kane boots it, and it rattles off the top bar. That potentially could be the final highlight for Tottenham here in the first half, but your Nottingham Forest are looking to get an attack of their own as they do not have the speed or separation like Tottenham does, and they get an offsides call. And like I said, that will be the final highlight of the first half. I'll catch you all in the second half. At halftime, let's go ahead and make some moves here as we will try and get Scott McKenna out, as he's not been in form, as you will hear at the end of the game, as we bring in somebody, I can't remember who, but let's get this second half started. Tottenham has the ball up 1-0. Tottenham already on the attack as Cook will try and kick it away. He does not do a good job at it. Son centers it into Harry Kane. Harry Kane will boot it, and it's a 2-0 advantage here for Tottenham early in the second half. Harry Kane with a beautiful goal to make Tottenham's lead 2-0 as Nottingham Forest's debut here in the Premier League is not shaking up as they attempt to try at least score one goal. But they just need that really good attacking player, but as well as a really good defenseman to help on attacks like this that is pouring on consistently by Tottenham early here in the second half, but also late there in the first as Henderson makes a great save as there is going to be in the 52nd minute. 56th minute, and here we go. Johnson is on the attack, and he will get a shot off, but he does not get it in. That is a good look, but Nottingham does not execute as they do get a corner kick. Here we are in the 58th minute. Lingard will center it, and it's deflected by the keeper, and Cook had a great chance to get a goal of his own after his miscue on Tottenham's last goal, but Nottingham comes up empty as it's still 2-0. Corner kick opportunity here for Tottenham as they will try and center it once again as Harry Kane will give it to Lingard, it looks like, and he does, and he scores! 3-0 advantage here for Tottenham as Nottingham Forest's Premier League debut is not off to a great start, but that was destined to happen as we get hypermotion technology here on the goal by Lingard, and it was an expected goal, of course, but he booted it right there in the top right corner, and he scored to make it Tottenham's lead now 3-0. It looks like finally Nottingham is on a break, and it's going to be an injured player here. Emmanuel Dennis is shaken up, and it does not look good. He is shaken up there on the pitch as they do show the graphic that he is hurt, as we will make a substitution to bring in the young phenom Morgan Gibbs-White off the bench here in the 76th minute, and that is not good for this team going forward. He's still shaken up there. He's holding his knee, but it could very well be a shoulder injury here for Dennis. We'll get a replay here soon. This is very, very emotional. Here you go. He just gets shoved down to the ground. He gets hit in the head, it appears, too. But he will potentially miss the next 2 months as Morgan Gibbs comes onto the pitch as a substitution and potentially could be the starting center mid going forward for Nottingham Forest. Nottingham's on the attack here. Morgan Gibbs-White, he will get a shot off, and it's deflected by the keeper, but what a great shot. It wasn't on goal, but Morgan Gibbs-White lays his body out there and gets a great shot. And potentially Tottenham is going to make it 4-0 here very, very soon as they are on the attack. Betancourt will center it to Harry Kane, and he'll get a shot off, and that is going to be the final score of the game as Tottenham Hotspur win their first match of the Premier League season 4-0 as they defeat Nottingham Forest. Stick around for post-game interview and stats and a look forward for episode number 2 in the next several weeks. Before we hop into the post-match interview, let's just say that was just embarrassing on all areas, but we did beat them in shot accuracy by 1%. Possession, they killed us in that last third. Like you can see there, they had 58%, we only had 42%. And we lost the possession a bunch there in the front, their last third of the pitch. And it was just embarrassing what we had to come across. We did get better shooting, but it was just abysmal all around. And I don't know what to say. Like, allowing that goal at the beginning, yeah, that made sense, but like, I don't know what happened. Harry Kane played amazing like he normally does, but let's just hop right into this post-match interview and let's just see how bad the media treats us. Okay. The first game of the season on Nottingham Forest manners, you probably hope that to be kept feet. Are you disappointed with what you saw? No, I expected it. I just hope the supporters will be patient in what's coming. So, McKinnon just needs to understand, like, we pulled him in there at halftime. So, we had to do that. Last question. What went wrong for the team? We just didn't finish. They are a good team, but they put us under a lot of pressure. So, with all that said, I hope you guys enjoy this series, and I'll catch you all in the next one of the, what do you call this? Nottingham Forest Manager Career Mode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. This is Boston Beast 31. Sign.